Waking up early is like a cheat code. I used to wake up late most days when I was a little younger, maybe 16, 15, 17. I'd rush through my mornings if I even had a morning that day. And I'd basically be behind with everything that day. Normally, how my schedule would go is I'd wake up, well, in college specifically, I'd wake up like maybe an hour, 30 minutes before I actually had to leave, and it actually took me like 30 minutes to walk to college. So I had to rush through my morning basically. Some days I would leave without brushing my teeth, and then I'd, you know, get dressed all fancy fancy regardless. My parents didn't match the way I lived, and yeah, I'd get to college maybe like 3 minutes late, and yeah, that's when I'd actually start my day. No food, no meditation, no like good self improvement. I just start off my day in an instant panic, basically like high cortisol levels, and yeah, that's how I'd start my day. But from doing five simple things in the morning, I was able to begin being more organized and more productive, and have a day which I was actually happy with. And it all starts with having the correct morning. If you have the correct morning routine, your day will be 10 times better. In this video, I'll show you 5 morning habits that transformed my day. These are habits which have specifically helped me personally, so maybe it won't work for everyone. However, I know at least one of these things you should at least integrate in your life, in your day-to-day life, to make you a more fulfilled man. Or woman, of course. Tip number 1 is sunlight exposure. Getting vitamin D first thing in the morning is very important, like very, very important, and people don't actually realize how important it actually is. The science behind it is because it regulates your circadian rhythm, which then improves like the sleep quality you have at the end of the day, and like the energy you like maintain, I guess. But it's very important for that. But additionally, it also keeps your dopamine balanced and improves like long-term focus. This is beneficial because it also keeps down your dopamine levels, which improves your long-term focus, and which will be helpful later on because of the you're gonna be working or whatnot. Even if that isn't enough to encourage you to go outside and touch some grass, getting outside and having some fresh air in the first thing in the morning just feels really, really good for some reason. Well, obviously for the scientific reasons I listed as well, but it just feels like correct. Second tip of when you're waking up early is avoid dopamine for the first hour. So, dopamine can be used in many different categories. What is dopamine? Dopamine is like your reward system. You feel rewarded for when you do something. It makes you feel good basically. So, what should you avoid first thing in the morning? There's 5-ish things you need to avoid: sugar, video games, phone, overstimulating content, and like etc. I guess that's the fifth, etc. Because I only thought of 4. But those are the 5 things, if you can think of more, to avoid first thing in the morning, preferably for like an hour. So you can have your morning routine without your phone, without like messaging people, no TikTok, no YouTube, don't log on straight to your PC and like start like telling your boys to hop on. This again works with long-term focus and keeps your dopamine balanced. So overall, your brain will thank you. Your brain will generally thank you for not going on your phone or consuming sugar, playing video games, or like overstimulating. Again, like even if you do go on your phone, then overstimulating content like TikTok, YouTube, whatever, or Instagram even. Tip number 3: reading. Reading is amazing in my personal opinion. I am currently reading, if I bring out here, The 4 Hour Work Week. It's a pretty good book. I'm enjoying it, and I would recommend anyone to purchase it. But I'm also reading the Bible, the Holy Bible, the King James Version as well. So that's up to you if you want to buy the Bible or the book, but I would recommend them as my 2 book recommendations. The types of books you should read is completely up to you, but I do recommend like personal development books, or like books like the Bible, I guess, like historical and religious, or whatever religion you are. You should probably, study your book. You should read your book. If you're a Muslim, read the Quran, like 2. I don't know how it works in the Quran, but it's maybe 2 chapters per day. If you're a Christian, then you should probably read the Bible 2 chapters a day, and it all goes with all the holy scriptures. You should strengthen your faith as well as because it also improves you as a man. You also begin to start your day with like feeding your brain like high quality input, which is really good. It's important because again, it sets you up for that day. If you're like taking in high quality content like a book, that's like giving you valuable information, and it takes some kind of an attention span to actually read it. It's going to help you with your day. I normally read 10 pages every morning, which takes me around 30 minutes. 10 to 15, somewhere around there. It takes me around 30 minutes to read. And I also have another session later down the day where I can read the Bible for at least 2 to 3 chapters, which also takes me 30 minutes because the Bible is quite long, and with the King James Version, it's, you have to actually understand it. Kind of like it takes a while to understand because of the Old English. You should start slow. You should probably build up your attention span, because most of the time, 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this, you normally use your phone, TikTok pretty much every single day, so you won't be able to like hyper focus on the book that much. So I'd recommend starting with maybe like 3 to 5 pages, or maybe track it in minutes or something like that. Have like 5 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of reading, and just slowly build it up till you can read 10 pages, 20 pages, 30 pages, something like that. You don't want to like overdo it, because that can actually like make it boring, and then you're not going to be consuming any information out of the book, and it will just be a hassle. 10 pages a day, it equals around 70 pages a week, which then also equals 280 pages per month. So even if it seems like a little progress to you, over time it adds up. I'm going to gloss through tip 4, but tip 4 is meditation. I don't really think I need to elaborate on this one too much. However, it clears your mind first thing in the day, and it's really relaxing. Like if you wake up, maybe go outside, get some sunlight, and then hop on your bed or your chair, set like 3 to 5, maybe 10 minutes of meditation, and you are in the zone, I'm telling you. But it's really good. It clears your mind, and it sets you up for that day. But number 4, we'll go through that. Number 5, create before you consume. Now this is one I'm actually struggling with right now, but what I mean is, do some hard work, like maybe whatever you really want to do, but which includes focus and maybe creativity into your work. Well, like maybe I don't know, making a new product for whatever, or maybe like making yourself a new split or something like that. But make sure you create before you consume. So don't be the consumer first thing in the day, be the creator. Because I don't know if this happens for you, but it sure happens to me. Whenever I wake up and first use TikTok, I am a consumer for the rest of the day, and I wouldn't want to do any work. Like many occasions, I wake up, I'm trying to get my morning routine down, and wake up, and the first thing I do is open TikTok or open Instagram Reels, and then I scroll on there for like maybe 15-30 minutes, and then boom, I'm a consumer for the rest of the day, because I cannot like break out of it, because I just basically programmed my day with like that 15-30 minutes of watching TikTok. So if you are going to wake up early, don't use that time to consume content. Use that time to improve on yourself and also create. To come to a closing statement, you really don't need 2 hours for a good morning routine. I mean, people have it, but it's not necessary. All you need is really, most of the time, is like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, to get like a really good morning routine down, where you don't only do all the things I say, but maybe add like things like brushing your teeth, maybe showering before then, like clearing your desk before you do anything, whatever. But it normally takes you an hour and a half to like set up your day. It's like, it's basically like, if anyone's played Siege, you gotta have a good site setup. If you don't have a good site setup, you're gonna lose. So that's the way I'm gonna go. If you don't have a good site setup, you won't win the game, unless it's by luck. But just set yourself up for the day with a good morning routine, and most of the time, you will like do well in it. But don't. Additionally, it's not about perfection. It's about momentum. Get into that momentum, and you can chase perfection or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that will be it from me. Make sure you follow my Instagram in my bio if you want to. I don't know. I post gym stuff some from time to time and whatnot. If you wanna come follow me, you can go follow me. And remember, small steps and big growth.